I went to the NAMES show, NAMES, North American Model Engineering Society or show or something. And they have a kind of a swap meet vendor thing, and while I was there, I bought 5 inexpensive, foreign-made copies of Aloris tool holders. However, the dovetails are just a little skimpy, and while they fit on the side, they will not fit on the back. So I am going to have to take a dovetail cutter and work off just really a few thousandths of an inch to get these to fit easily. Well, after a 2-day search through the debris on my workbench, I finally found the dovetail cutter that I bought a month or so ago. Some so-and-so had put it back in its original box and put it in the drawer with the other milling cutters. Now how the heck am I supposed to find a recently purchased tool if it's already put away with the other tools? Huh? Okay, let's get these ready for a little bit of milling. Get all the sticky out stuff removed. Of course, being offshore, these are all metric thread and metric sockets and nuts, which means I have to have 2 sets of wrenches over at the lathe. Okay, now these are very handy for keeping your parallels in place. It's made by Kurt, KPS 6000. So I'm assuming that means that this is for the 6-inch vise, but they make others. And that sits right in there, and that'll keep the parallels flat almost indefinitely. You can back the vise all the way out. Okay, we'll put in a work stop just to get these repeatedly centered. The cutting takes place going that way, so it's probably not necessary to do better than visibly center the pieces, but that's no good. That is going to interfere with the cutter. Let me go get a bent 4mm. Sorry about that, I thought I had everything I needed. Come on. All right. Okay, everything is clear. Okay. In installing the cutter in the holder, I've pulled it up or out as far as possible so that the set screw on the bevel of the Weldon flat will keep it from coming any further, because that's the one thing that a dovetail cutter wants to do. It wants to pull out of the tool holder. So we shall say one thing, power draw bars are noisy. All right, let's begin to get this into the work area. Alright. Alright, let's lock the spindle and get out our feeler gauge with the 2.5 there he is. Okay. There we go, just a little drag. Let's tighten up the Get this down out of the way and zero the dial. That's where we're starting from. All right, now, because this mill does not have dials or a CNC controller, it's completely manual. The travel, the X and Y travel is unconstrained. So we just have to see what, just gonna have to hold the dial to keep it from moving. Okay, I think we're about ready to begin a little cutting here. So let's fire this up. Set it to 200 RPM. Crank it in careful. Just touch off. Juice. May be enough. Go check that on the, yeah, it's going to need a couple thousandths more. It'll fit, but if you have to play with it every time you put it on a tool post, you're going to be pretty tired of it. So, back in place, snug it up. Fire it up, and another 2/1000ths. Juice. Okay. Let us see how that will do. All right, these all measure same distance from the same distance over 3/16 drill blank to the end that I'm referencing. All read 910 thousandths. One read 911, but they all read the same. So I'm going to assume that I can just clamp them up, take a pass at the final depth, and I'll be right. Of course, you do know that assume makes an ass out of you and me. However, these things only cost 11 bucks a piece. If I totally trash them, I expect I'll chalk it up to experience and not worry about it. Alright, we're at our 2,000ths beyond what I've been cutting. So, juice. Back to the other side. Another one in. Speed. Juice. And advance. Get that back to the other side. If we can do this whole thing without changing the y-axis, I'll be just as happy as a lark. as is often the case, that's all 5 done. It's the setup, not the machining time, that occupies your time. So, off to try them in the lathe. Okay, the modified tool post holders are a good fit side, good fit back, although tighter. Somehow this tool post is tighter on the back dovetail than on the front one. But nice grip on both of them. Alright, time to start loading them up.